Right, we've talked lighting, let's talk a little bit about audio. Audio is, I would say, equally as important as lighting and vision. So with me I've got Henry Goodman here from Calrec. Hi Henry, thank you for coming on.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Pleasure.
For those who don't know, again, I say this to every guest that comes on, give us a little overview of Calrec.
Well, Calrec Audio is a company that specialises in audio mixing consoles for the live broadcast market, primarily for television.
Right, so we're not talking tiny little mixers, analog mixers here, we're talking sort of high-end professional broadcast mixers.
Absolutely, so we're talking large format consoles for live, large OB trucks. So most of the HD trucks in the US, for example, use Calrec consoles for very large events, things like the US Open, Super Bowl, that sort of thing. So it's large format.
Excellent. Well, I've always walked past your stand drooling as I go past at the equipment that I see on it, because I'm a little bit of a sound guy and I love audio. It's IBC. There's always something new to talk about at IBC, so is it the same for you guys? You got something new this year?
Absolutely, it's very exciting for us this year because we do actually have something new. It's not always that happens, but this year we have three new things on the stand that I'd like to tell you about.
Yeah, go for it.
The first is a new console actually called Callisto. We have a picture of it here, I think.
I'll hold it up while the camera gets himself. You carry on talking and we'll just...
picture is good because unfortunately we can't bring a desk here into the studio.
No, be a bit.
Callisto is a new, smaller format console for us, designed again specifically for live television, and in a small footprint. But the main key design criteria behind it is to make a very simple control surface, a very simple operation. Lots of power behind it, so still 180 DSP channels, still very powerful DSP engine, an I/O system, but in a very straightforward, from an operational and a technical point of view, control surface.
So this is announced here, and the availability of this for people?
Available for delivery March, April next year.
Brilliant. And so if people want to come and have a look at this, they can get their hands on, is this desk?
They can come and play and press buttons and see the control surface. One of the interesting things about it is the touch screen. We're taking a lot of cues from sort of tablet technology for the iScreen, so it's a touch screen using some gestures and controls that you can use to adjust your EQ, dynamics, that sort of thing.
So, what is the difference? Obviously, this is you aim them at production. What sort of things do you need on a production desk that you don't necessarily need on a live sound desk or recording desk?
I suppose you could focus on two areas really for a broadcast production desk. One is a monitoring system. So you need a monitoring system so that you can preview sources before you go to air with them. So that's one thing. Then you need a very easy way of dealing with outside sources for external interviews and that sort of stuff. So there are some subtle differences between a broadcast type of console and a live console.
So a way an audio mixer, a soundie on a broadcast desk would work differently to, for example, just a live sound engineer. He's looking for different things. He's monitoring differently.
Yeah, and the outputs are different. So you're designing the outputs for a broadcast rather than in a live environment where you're designing it to feed the speaker system with the room that you're in.
And so a guy can look up, a broadcast engineer can go up to your desk and go, aha, it's showing me exactly what I want to see for TV broadcast, as opposed to if you put a normal regular desk in, he's going, I can't do this, I can't.
Absolutely.
Right, brilliant.
Yeah.
And again, people can come and see this, and obviously your other desks that you've got.
We have an Apollo and an Artemis on the stand as well. Which
I just love every time we walk past your stand, and it's the colours and lights and things. It looks fantastic. I'm simple like that. So that's Callisto. Anything else new? I noticed you got something else in your hand here.
Yes, I have another sheet of paper. We're also developing a number of what we call assistive technologies at Calrec. So these are technologies which are designed to help the operator in the environment that he's working in. So you could describe these, a number of companies have auto mixers, for example, which is a way of handling a number of different microphones in an interview situation. And it's not meant to replace the operator's workload, if you like. It's meant to assist them. So it allows the console to get on with the job of managing the mic sources and allows the operator to be more creative about the sound that he's doing. And we're developing a number of actually iPad apps that go add these sort of assistive technologies, and we call it Sidekick.
Yep.
And the first one we've done, actually I don't know if you can see it very well, but it's a picture of a football soccer pitch.
Yep.
And the idea is that you can use the touchscreen on your iPad to follow the action, follow the ball around the pitch, and it will manage the microphones that you've set around the pitch accordingly.
Oh, very cool. So you no longer need somebody just handling faders and thinking, oh, the ball's over there, the action's over there, I need to pull up that side, so everything can be done through an iPad. And this is then linked to something like a Callisto or something, and will control the inputs on that.
It actually uses our Calrec, what we call our CSCP protocol, which is a protocol which is widely available. We make it available for everybody, which allows remote control of the faders on the desk and other elements on the desk, so that you can provide that level of remote control.
Brilliant. So you no longer need necessarily, you can have a desk there, and if you just literally not worry about the desk following balls around on your iPad.
Yes.
And it's controlling those. Excellent. Availability of this?
Availability of that is from January the 1st.
Yeah. And again, is that people can come and see that?
Yes, we have a version of that running on the stand together with another app. This one we've described as the soccer app. There's also a fader app as well, which allows you to remotely control faders on an iPad screen as well.
Brilliant. I've got one more little thing on my notes we need to talk about, and this new interface you've got.
Yeah, well, the other new thing we've got is our AVB implementation. There's a lot of talk about AVB and audio over IP these days, and Calrec, we're working hard we've signed up to the Avenue Alliance, and we have an AVB interface to allow bridging to our Hydra 2 network.
Right.
And we have that working with one of the other companies that we're working with is Riedel. They have an AVB interface, and we're actually on the stand we have a Riedel interface talking to a Calrec interface, passing audio into our Hydra 2 network.
Brilliant. So they can purchase a Calrec console and it'll integrate into a current system that they may already have.
That's
start
right.
talking. Fantastic.
As well as AVB.
Brilliant. If people want to see you, your stand number is, I'm going to test you here.
That's a very good question. No, I have no idea what my stand number is.
I will tell you what your stand number is. You know, I haven't written down, but I always like to test. It's always interesting to see if people know. You are in case you want to know, Hall 8, C58, Hall 8. So obviously if you want to go and see them, and you are going to be around the show in the next few days, Hall 8, C58, highly recommend that you go and have a look at the Calrec stand if you want to have a look at some amazing broadcast production mixers. If they're not able to get here, what's the best website they can go to?
The website is www.calrec.com, simple as that.
Brilliant. Henry, thank you very much for coming on and talking about it. It's a subject I find very interesting indeed.
Pleasure.